Greetings, sweet love, beautiful being of love's delight. This is Akasha with Medicine Mother Ministries. And as my body is in the midst of a transition, I have a bit of a headache. I'm using essential oils to help myself through. The reason I'm coming here is because I've made a commitment to show up no matter what, to myself and for others. And when things come into my awareness, and as I feel all of this with you, I just want to acknowledge them and extend compassion and hope forward. So, let me begin by acknowledging our ancestors who are here with us. You may notice that you too are able to sense and even communicate with those who have transitioned, those whom have passed, or those who are about to be reborn. That's the energy of today for me, and I have heard from a few others that are also noticing this same feeling, as if we're being prepared to hold the space for grief. And our ancestors want us to know how much they love us. And they want us to know how proud they are of us. And they are reassuring us that they are here. They are not lost. They are not gone. They are very much here. And they honor and value and celebrate the work that each and every one of us has been doing. They do not want us to judge ourselves or each other. And so they're here to provide support, and as many of us are sensing that there will be many choosing their exit point this year and next, they're coming forward very strongly now. Me personally, this morning, one of my dear sisters reached out to me, and before she called, I was thinking of her and her mom, and sure enough, her mom was very much present in her awareness, and her whole life has transformed, and she feels absolutely reborn after having a very challenging year of transformation. And this dear sister just wanted to thank me for being that mother, for representing the mother, and for always being so loving with her, because of course I cannot help but love you. My sisters, my brothers, we've all been keenly aware that it may be a good time to see Mom one more time. It may be a good time now to heal the old wounds and practice forgiveness of self and other. And so our ancestors and those who have recently or are being prepared to transition are coming through loud and clear. Grateful that we are here with unconditional love and support for us. So things are speeding up, and we are being inundated with frequencies that are clearing, helping us clear old traumas and helping us heal the wounded one within so that we can feel stable and safe, supported and secure where we're at, no matter what it looks like. If any of you have been having a bit of a messy time about things, in that you could be feeling intense emotions, I have something for you to consider, to try. When you're in a heightened state, and you're feeling fear, anxiety, panic, anger, rage, resentment, remember that your emotion is temporary. Sit with it. Just sit with it for a while. If you're feeling any physical pain or discomfort like I am, I sit with it. I honor it. I love it. I breathe in love into where I need it. When I'm feeling anything a little like unsettling for me, I really don't go to extremes like I used to. I used to be pretty dramatic, alright? But not much knocks me out of balance. It's rare. If something is not feeling good for me, if I'm around others, I will communicate about it, or I will excuse myself to honor and be accountable for my own energy, so I'm not absorbing anything, right? I don't feel like I need to shield up or armor up or anything like that when I stay in my heart of awareness. So this theme of grief has been coming around an awful lot this year, and it feels like it's kind of speeding up here, and it does feel like we're in the midst of a great transition. I want to remind you, if you don't already recognize this, that you are much more than just this body. This is a vehicle your soul produced for you to have this experience. You are more than your personality. You are way much more than any labels you've given yourself, and likewise anyone else. And that we've been conditioned and accustomed to fearing death. We fight and resist it. And our beloved ones are here to remind us that there's nothing at all whatsoever to fear. Because that which they truly are, as a soul, as an oversoul, a multi-aspected soul, they're experiencing now. Where we're at, where we've been at, where we've come from is more like a dream. And where we're going to is the true reality. So if you're getting little hunches and intuitive nudges to go visit your mom, your dad, your children, your sisters, if you're getting hunches and intuitions to heal something that feels unfinished, follow that intuition. You're ready to do that work. If you have something incomplete or still fractalized with another, they don't need to be physically present for you to heal that wounding or that trauma or that repressed emotion. When those emotions come up and they're intense, it's not the time to act. It's the time to sit and be still in the presence of the peace that you are, and honor yourself. Repeated intense emotions carry messages. Repeated intense emotions tend to make cycles repeat. And they all stem from core wounding, from core traumas. It all goes back to when you were a little boy and you were a little girl. The core wounds that I have become aware of when working with myself and with others always seem to stem around abandonment, rejection, humiliation, injustice, and shame. There's another one that comes up, but it's escaping me right now. And so, when things trigger us, or we find ourselves negatively judging, that's an invitation to go into your space of stillness, peace, and calm, and sit with it. Discover where you're holding it in your body. Allow yourself to recall the memories that are asking to be healed. And in-breathe divine healing intelligence. And in-breathe that unconditional love. And in-breathe respect for yourself. Tell your inner child within, commit to your inner being within that you would never, ever, ever abandon yourself. Be the one that shows up now for the child that needed you back then. Be the one that shows up with compassion, love, and respect, willing to feel the feelings in order to heal the root trauma. This will open up and activate your root and your Earth Star chakra for you to feel more safe, secure, stable, supported, valued, and worthy. And it can literally help you heal emotional, mental, and physical disharmony, misalignment, and pain. But you have to be willing to do this work. It's not all sunshine, rainbows, and butterflies and unicorn farts, okay? Facing yourself can be the most intense and difficult experience, but you can do it. You can look and gaze upon yourself with the utmost love and compassion, no matter what you've done or experienced or that's been done to you. And of course, everything is for you, not to you. You're ready. But I caution you to not get lost in it. That's why I say, sit with it. Imagine yourself laying in a beautiful, flowing, platinum silver river of light. And the current is gently cleansing you. Mother Earth is cradling you in her arms as you're doing this work, reminding yourself that you are safe and worthy as you show up for you like you've never done so before. And just when you think you're done with something, there's always a new layer. So going back to things that might trigger an intense emotional reaction, when you sit with it and you discover the story and the messages, and then you can heal and love that too. Practicing self-love, self-forgiveness leads to being able to forgive others as well. Nothing is, well, I don't like to speak in absolutes. Everything can be forgiven. Forgiveness is not for the other person, although they will benefit from you not harboring and carrying around a bitterness, an anger, or a resentment that is a cancer to you, that is a dis-ease to you, that's really harming you more than anyone. It is a gift to yourself, and it is a gift to the others and all those within your spheres of influence all around you. Your entire planet, every human, every man, woman, and child. There are a lot of what we could mislabel as broken people out there. They're simply lost. They did not have the support and the tools that they needed. Alternatively, they chose to come to play the role that they're playing in order to serve another. Watching someone self-destruct often brings up great compassion after all the fear and the bargaining. And when you can surrender to that experience too, and sit with that emotion too, and come back into a state of trusting that all is on track, all is perfect, all is in alignment, all is as it should be, that will help you through those moments too. So, with what we call death, births or comes new life, new opportunity. So whether you're grieving the actual loss of a beloved friend or family member, or for a family member, or whether you're grieving a change in your relationship status, or a move, or what would feel like or could be translated as a loss to you. Just sit with it. There's no need to distract yourself, stuff yourself with things you don't need, deny what you're going through and what you're feeling. Repress it, fake it. No more faking it till you make it. It's time to really feel all of this. The more you're capable of feeling and attuning to your own self, the more you're able to be sensitive and attuning to and empathetic with others. So there comes a time before us now where we're going to be hearing about the transition of others, and we're going to likely experience it even in our own close circle. We've already noticed this over the past few years. That's natural, and that's normal, and it's nothing to fear. Again, your relatives, your loved ones, your ancestors are here. They're watching, they're loving, they're cheering you on. They're trying to get messages to you just like your team of light and your guides are. Just like your oversoul and your higher self is. So pay attention. Pay attention by being present. By being willing to be present no matter where you're at, no matter what you're feeling. Breathe, breathe and come into your body. Be here now for this. This next phase is coming on fast, hot, and strong, and may feel somewhat explosive. If you've been holding back rage, find a safe place where you can let it all out. When I go up to the foothills and the mountains, and when I'm around the trees and the rivers, I can't help but let my emotion flow, and sometimes I find myself bawling my eyes out or wailing and screaming at the injustices, or at the feeling that of frustration that I wish I could do more. But another cannot lift it all from you. If you've been carrying your heavies, you've got to be the one that gives yourself permission to let it go, to love it all. And your ability to pivot again and again until it becomes your nature. Back into your heart, back into your truth, back into alignment, back into a state of calm and peace and trust. This beautiful art form of pivoting can be very helpful now. For what we focus on, we create. Your thoughts and your emotions create. You are a creator being. If it doesn't feel good, you do not have to participate. You have free will here. And I think, well, I know that we are becoming masterful beings. Beings whom can honor and love and respect their emotions and feelings and have mastery of them, with them. So you're going to be given many opportunities to master your emotional and your mental and your physical body. I am learning again how to love myself through this great discomfort that I have been experiencing. And I'm grateful to have relief and feel better and better. And I've had to learn how to rest. And I've had to practice boundaries and discernment. And I'm demonstrating to myself my own value and worth by doing this good work. Loving all that I am so that it is natural for me to love all that you are too. I know it's easier for us to love others. And I implore you to give yourself the love that you give others. If you're seeking love from another, be the one that shows up with that love for you. And come together now, please. Hold each other. Gather for meals, gather for prayer, gather for ceremony, gather to play and to celebrate. Reach out to those whom keep coming into your awareness. They're there for a reason. You're both ready. Okay? But now's the time to go within and to learn to calm and steady your vessel, because the waves that are coming are going to be increasingly intense. You've got this. We've got this. You're never alone. You're not alone. Ever. It's impossible. But the ego wants to tell us stories. Many of the stories the ego tells us is just the story that was repeated to us over and over again, from grandmother to mother to daughter, from grandfather to father to son, and so on and so on. You get to choose what kind of world you're living in. We're in the process of it right now. Every thought creates a timeline. So be hyper-vigilant in your hocus pocus focus. When I say sit with an emotion, I'm not saying wallow in it. We've all done the pity pot thing and the wallowing thing, right? And it tends to get us stagnated. Okay? You're not walking backwards through this. You're boldly and bravely walking forward into the unknown. So keep following that timeline that's lit up before you. And keep trusting that everything that's going on in your life is there for a reason. Notice the signs, the symbols, the numbers, the geometry, the gifts, the blessings, the lessons. And always, always, always come back to love. No matter what the question, love is always the answer. Now, what would love do right now in your life? Begin to envision as if you're experiencing it in real time now. That which you desire, that which you seek. The perfect love, the perfect body, the perfect job, career, passion, a peaceful world, abundance, prosperity, joy, peace, calm, health, vitality, whatever it is. As the seeker, as the watcher in the experience, you can align with bringing that forward into your awareness faster and faster and faster. But we do have to clean our closets. And we do have to give our body what it needs, our vessel what it needs. Can't be running around on flat tires and empty tanks. If you say you don't have time for meditation or self-loving care, then you need to take twice the time. If you don't think you have 5, 10, 15 minutes at the beginning of the morning and at the end of the night to care lovingly for yourself and to allow yourself to receive the inner knowing that you need, then commit an hour, commit more time. It's ironic, but the better you take care of yourself, the more fluid and easy your life is, the more time you have. And if you're running around with a chicken, like a chicken with her head cut off, like there's never enough time, always so much to do, then you have not learned how to delegate very well. And I want to encourage you to delegate and ask for the help that you need. And stop saying yes when you mean no. This is a time to be true to you and authentically you. And present in the moment. So put your phone down. I challenge you to put your phone down. Go outside and fall in love with life again. Lay on the earth, play on the earth, go to the oceans, the waters, the rivers, the lakes, the trees, the desert. Change up your routine, because the same old is in its death rattle right now. You cannot take the old you with you. And so, I'm honoring this moment when much will be birthed anew. I hope this helps in another now moment. I am Christine Nicole, and I am Akasha here. Just a friend, just a helper. Just another mom who loves. I'm here for you too. In love and light. Aho.